What's up, man?
Shaun, what's good, bro? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good.
Awesome, awesome.
Wait, is there how's my audio? Is it fucked up or
No, it sounds good.
good?
Speaking
Okay.
of audio, I wanted to ask, do you mind if I film this conversation just for the purposes of my documentary?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Um, yeah. How was this week with I know we were kind of keeping in touch here and there. How is everything going with planning for like the all the bits you were talking about?
so everything's going well. One thing that I've noticed is that I'm definitely running into struggle with actually creating content specified to online coaching. That's definitely a thing that I'm running into. And honestly, like, there's nothing else to do beyond just like getting over that obstacle.
Yeah.
It's like a mental thing.
It's definitely a different niche from what you're used to. I know you're like I was just looking at your content again today, and yeah, it's a lot different. But the thing is, it's just with this type of stuff, it is a lot simpler though. It's
Hmm.
like stuff that it's you can kind of just it's just you just record what you're doing.
Right. Now, let me
Yeah.
ask you this, because I love the content calendar that you sent over. My question is, would it just be the content that you sent over, or would how would I like merge the two? Like that's what
No, no,
I'm.
no. So I would say the content that you're still doing, keep posted. Like do both. Like merge it all.
Okay. Okay.
And also just because it's the more content, the merrier. But I mean, you definitely also just want to make sure that people know that you're an online coach too.
Right. Right. It needs to be stated pretty much daily, right?
Yeah, I would say daily. Especially like with the stories, um, and the stories like that's not. I don't know if I like specified this. Like you can also have the stories you have in mind too. This is just stuff to add on to supplement.
Got it. Got it.
Um, and you don't have to hit every. I would say, I mean, definitely you'd want to hit like at least 50% of all the stories that I'm putting there.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you just have to just keep on track with because people just have to know that you're an online coach.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's definitely. I feel like I'm positive that I can do that because I understand that's the need. Also, the goal is to transition into that full time, so we're on the same
yeah,
page.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, how many? I forgot to ask you last week. How many current? I think I might have did. I just want to get a reminder. How many online clients do you have? One.
Yeah, and that's in person.
Okay, just in person. Have
Hmm.
you been recording any bits of you just training him or her?
No, but I can.
Yeah, no, definitely for sure, and that would do great for the stories as well.
Okay.
Um, because then people would be like, "Oh shit!" Like he's actually doing what he's preaching.
Copy. Copy. Yeah, that's good.
And then how is your TikTok? I think I suggested you creating another account as well, right?
I don't recall that. I did just create another Instagram account. I just opened up a new business. It's called Exceed Fitness LLC. So I opened up a new Instagram account, Exceed Fitness Official. Um, and my idea was to really have that platform be more specified specifically to online coaching and tips on training and all that stuff. The stuff that I've not been doing, I was thinking that a separate account and then kind of joining the two when it comes to like sharing the content.
Got you.
Yeah.
I think that could be. It's just, but it's like very new though, right? Like you
Yeah.
just made it.
Yeah.
The only thing with that, I do like having like the separate account, because then that'll just be like solely focused on the training and the stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it is just going to be tough
To
to
generate.
direct people there from that page,
Right.
just because there's no following yet.
Right.
I would suggest you keep like that page. That's like an absolute must on that page. You post all the training and fitness and coaching stuff there, but also just keep posting it on your regular page
Right.
too.
Right.
Because I mean, you have the following on your personal like a regular page, so I wouldn't want to like not use that following to direct the traffic to the
Right.
landing page or the like once that's made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, how do you
Agreed.
feel about that?
I think we're definitely on the same page about that as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah. One thing, and just since we're talking, um, with this, we're flying out tonight to Canada to meet with Greg Doucette. Are you familiar with his platform?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah, so I'm sure you saw him. Like I'm Steve Ledoux' videographer, and he's good friends with Bradley. So I'm like in tune with all that content and stuff.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I generated like a bunch of content ideas. The idea is to really get as much footage as we can with Greg and then
yeah,
use that to promote our long form content on YouTube.
for sure.
But what I want to do most with Greg is to use that content for leverage with other individuals within the industry. So going from Greg Doucette over to, let's say, Kenny KO, then like Larry Wheels, and I have like a whole list of individuals that I want to reach out to kind of in subsequent order
Yeah,
after the Greg Doucette collab. The question I wanted to ask you is that understanding the UGC is definitely a priority. Where would you say in relation to UGC next to future collabs with other influencers? Where would that rack up in terms of increasing legitimacy, exposure, or opportunity for clients?
gotcha. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is with like the collabs like that, and then the UGC, they're kind of like two different realms. Like the stuff with like Greg and Larry Wheels, stuff like that. Like that's for sure gonna do the viral factor, you know. But the way I see it is like it's like not really gonna keep people there on your page. As I mean, it will, but not as good as just like UGC, just like being super vulnerable with the camera and stuff like that. Because
Got it.
like at the end of the day, like people aren't gonna buy a program from a brand. People buy from people, you know.
Mm-hmm,
So they have
mm-hmm,
to get to know you first,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
UGC is just the best way to do that.
Copy. Copy. All right. All right. So that means I really got to start mastering that because,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Copy.
Yeah, and trust me, I know it's tough to be like because it's so different to what you're used to just like pick up the phone and do stuff like that. But
Yeah,
that's
but
just
when you really like when you talk about it, it's simpler than what I'm doing. So because it's
exactly
yeah.
yeah,
So I
exactly
just gotta get at it.
yeah.
Okay, and not everything has to be at the gym, huh? It's like
Oh no, because I mean, like the online coaching that you're doing, I mean, like I'm sure you know, like diet is huge in going through a training program.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like just like your lifestyle, like fitting in your own lifestyle within like being healthy and in good shape.
Yeah, yeah, okay, all right, yeah. I get it. I get it.
Did you was there any pieces of or any days on that content schedule that you didn't like or had confusion about or maybe wanted me to kind of break down a little bit more?
No, no. I would say it's all very straightforward. It's mainly now you got to just got to do it. So I'm just
Yeah.
talking to myself with that. I do have a tendency to get tunnel visioned on my vision,
Mm,
and I just want to overcome that because I know that, especially going off of what you're saying, UGC will create more opportunities for clients as opposed to the separate thing, which is kind of exposure doesn't necessarily translate to client retention.
yeah, no, it doesn't always translate, yeah, to people that are going to buy from you, for
Right,
sure not.
right.
Yeah.
So UGC is for that, and
Yeah.
then the
But that
exposure.
stuff is definitely super important too, especially with like big names. Like this stuff, like I'm not telling you to like not do those. Like definitely keep trying to knock every person down your list and try to do collabs with them.
Hmm.
Um, but in terms of just like the actual online coaching, like people have to see value from like what you can offer them with stuff that they can relate to. You know.
Copy. All right, so I have to bring it down to the people that I would be helping.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like yeah, people just like want to see like so with everything throughout the whole content marketing and all that stuff, like you have to sell people on like it's just three pillars: selling them people on the like your actual program, the system, selling them on you, and then selling them on themselves. Because like and selling them on themselves is the most important part. Because if they don't believe that they can do it themselves, they're not going to buy from you.
Copy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
But
Yeah.
oh yeah, and then I was also just gonna say, yeah, I would like anytime you do your in person training with that client, just document the whole process of that because that would be a great case study and testimonial for future clients.
Okay. Copy that. And then there was another question. I can't remember right now. Something UGC. Damn. I don't know. Can't remember.
It's all good. If you remember it, shoot me a text or whatever.
Okay.
I got you. Yeah.
All right. But yeah. All right. So yeah, it's a brain switch, but I'm sometimes it takes me a second to like actually transfer. But you reaffirming that UGC is more tailored to that specific goal of income.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But like the other stuff is definitely gonna help grow your personal brand though, for sure.
Copy. Copy.
Like something like the documentary, like the stuff that you've been doing, like keep doing that. Like I don't want that to be less important.
Right.
It's just different. Like it's like different paths.
So yeah, on I feel like that's the thing I'm like struggling the most with is what essentially are we saying double the content, and is there such a thing as too much content in a day?
Well, no. So I would say this is what I would do.
Okay.
So you know how I have 2 feed posts on that content schedule each day
Mm-hmm.
for like the online coaching stuff. You can just do one of this and one of the stuff that you've been doing and that you're passionate about.
Okay. Okay. So do like 2 contents a day.
Yeah, I would say 2 a day, to be honest.
Okay. Okay.
Um, just to, and then we can like reassess. But it's just gonna more content is. I mean, definitely like more than 2 would probably be a bit too much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely just try to hit each avenue until you can hit that benchmark of like averaging like 5K views per reel, stuff like that.
Got it. And you would say there is such a thing as too much content in a day.
I would say on Instagram there is TikTok. You can honestly post on TikTok like a fuck ton. Their algorithm is super different from Instagram because like that stuff just goes out to new people as soon as you post it. It's different with Instagram. That goes out to your followers first.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good advice. Alrighty. I can make that adjustment.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
Cool. Oh, also, would you be able to send me a screenshot of your analytics from this past week, just so we can watch, keep track of that, like each week on these calls?
Absolutely. So Instagram analytics.
Yeah,
Copy.
and TikTok as well.
Copy.
Yeah.
I've never looked at my TikTok analytics, so I will look into how I can pull up that page, but I'm sure it won't be too easy. Too hard.
I believe it's just the you click TikTok Studio when you go on your page. It's like that little link. It's above or under your profile picture.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Alrighty. Cool, man.
Sweet. I'll look forward to just this week. Keep me posted on any questions you have, and yeah, let's keep it going.
All right, bro. Thank you for the check-in.
Of course. Yes, sir.
We'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo,
Yo, yo.
I think this was the worst idea I had.
What?
Doing legs before a fight.
I would not have recommended it, but you know, we're past that now.
So past that now.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't thinking like how I threw up out at the end for some reason.
You threw up?
Oh yeah, bile.
Damn. Damn.
My buddy's like, you overexerted yourself. I mean, I hit fucking 7 plates on a fucking belt squat.
Damn. That's
I
awesome.
I did a drop set and I feel sick, but I only ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's definitely why.
Yeah, man, you should get some food in you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a banana really quick. Man, well, my thing, I was gonna eat tuna right now. There's tuna from the can and a banana. Is kind of light.
Right. Something light.
Like, 'cause I'm gonna eat when I'm there. Like once we get through security, because I figure we're gonna have 2 hours left.
More. If you're getting there at 7:30, Valley's trying to push for 8 just because he gets antsy at the airport, which is honestly acceptable. Because the flight leaves at 10:55.
I mean, whichever you guys want. I mean, I'm gonna probably. I think I'm gonna drive myself, low key.
Okay.
Did you figure out how much it is to? Oh, I'm not. Oh, let me get my passport thing real quick before I go get food.
Yeah, I definitely
Uh,
need that.
do you know how much it is to park a car?
No, I haven't looked yet. I just got my haircut and I've been running errands, but I'm gonna take a look.
All right. I'll text you my passport. You what? You just need the name and the.
I need a passport number and expiration date.
I'll do that right now.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'll do that. Shower and then I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna just before I shower, I'm gonna bake my head and get all cleaned up.
Dope. Dope. I'm fucking hype.
One, two.
Hell
Very
yeah.
much so.
Hell yeah.
All right, bro. I'll see you. I'm probably gonna be there at 7:30.
Okay.
Just in case I don't get a ride, I'm gonna drive myself. But if I do get a ride, my homie, he's already thinking 7:30. I'm gonna be there. So.
Okay.
Whichever.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, send me over a photo or just the
I'll
passport and
send you a
expiration
picture.
date.
I'll just send you a picture so in case you need my name and shit.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, bro.
Okay.
All right.
Talk to.
What?
Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see. Uh,
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The
let's go over the questions I have for Greg real quick, just for fun. We'll see what questions I hit. Alrighty. Questions for Greg Doucette. Flying out to meet him tomorrow. Or today, whatever. First question at the top of my mind is, why did you agree to this collab? Any advice on being rich and famous? How would you describe your career to a non-fitness person? Who is the most impactful bodybuilder? Who is the most aesthetic bodybuilder? Who is the greatest bodybuilder? Who is the biggest face of the fitness industry? What if the Natty King is selected not only based on their amazing physique, but because they possess all the qualities of a star athlete? Would you say that you have an ego? What do you take the most pride in? Do you think that enhanced and natural bodybuilders have different motivations to compete? The difference between classic and open bodybuilding, so far as the divisions are concerned. So you don't think Simeon is natural. What would you expect him to look like if he was natural? Are steroids sexy or not? How do people outside of the industry view the people a part of this industry? Let's talk about the Jubilee episode. Natural bodybuilding is the future of the sport. Just got a comment. I give you credit, man. You have more self-delusion and arrogance than anyone I've seen on social media. That's pretty significant. Let's see. Would people want to take steroids if natural bodybuilding got as much recognition as enhanced? Asking for critique on the next show that I do. Can natural bodybuilding exceed its own limits and surpass enhanced bodybuilding? How passionate are you about bodybuilding? Do you see a distinction between bodybuilding and the fitness industry? How did bodybuilding prep change as you progressed throughout your career? Is bodybuilding about winning? Let's talk business strategy, monetizing a fitness brand. Who would you want to represent natural bodybuilding in the same way that CBum represented enhanced? Do you think that a natural bodybuilder should be the face of the fitness industry? Let's talk about top physiques. Let's talk about judging. Now is the time to recruit him as a head judge. As a smaller bodybuilder, shorter, how do you win against bigger guys? Does the best physique always win? What would you do to turn $26,000 into a multi-million-dollar fitness company? When did you stop being a fan of WWE? Have you ever developed an eating disorder or body dysmorphia, and how did you combat it? The vanity of the fitness culture, the stigma associated with it. It should be about health and wellness. Bodybuilding is a competition for who has the best genetics. Genetics come first. Do genetics come first in every sport? Is bodybuilding a sport? Why did you pick this sport to fall in love with over others? Why did you fall in love with this sport, basically? Okay. Give him the content, give him the brand, give him the controversy. come up with workout skits or content. We have that. Batman versus Captain America, natural versus enhanced. Do you really train harder than last time? Who is your favorite bodybuilder? Who do you admire the most within the industry and sport? What do you admire about them? Who is your favorite heel from WWE? Who's your favorite face? The Natty King title is not just about the physique. The bearer of this title stands as a representative and testament to the peak example of what humans can achieve once mentally, spiritually, and physically are all in alignment. Let me say that again. The Natty King title is not just about the physique. The bearer of this title stands as a representative and testament to the peak example of what humans can achieve once mentally, spiritually, and physically are all in alignment. All right, consider options on how to best leverage this exposure to create more opportunities for collabs. We need to get White Rabbit more involved. This is a mission and a movement. This collab with Greg is intended to be a recruitment scene. Young upstarts, game changers who are looking to bring natural bodybuilding to the forefront of the fitness industry and sport, recruiting an OG with a huge voice in the industry. That's the idea. It's a movie scene. Nick Fury assembling the Avengers. Alrighty. More recruitment scenes directly after Gregor's. Larry Wheels, Kenny KO, Chris Williamson, Alex Hermosi, Niall Nega, Josh Mahnoe, Shizzy, Eric Janicki, Jeff Nippard, Jesse James West, Max Taylor Liss, Brody and Luke Elsman, Bradley Martin. Anyone after Bradley Martin? I think that's a good list for now. I feel like there's someone I'm forgetting. Chris Bumstead. Fuck. Chris Bumstead. Yeah. Yeah. Chris Bumstead. What about Phil Heath? Phil Heath, yeah. Anyone else? Breon? Yeah, you could put Breon. I like Breon. Good. Okay, so here are some additional questions that could make for a highly engaging discussion with Greg Doucette. Natural bodybuilding and industry evolution. Where do you see natural bodybuilding in 10 years? What needs to change for natural bodybuilding to gain mainstream appeal? What's your take on drug testing in natural bodybuilding? How can it improve? What's your stance on influencers who claim natty but are suspected of using PEDs? How has social media changed bodybuilding for better or for worse? All right, now we have the segment on the Natty King Invitational or the Natty King Tournament. If we could create the most prestigious natural bodybuilding event, what elements would it make it legitimate and respected? What do you think about a $1 million prize for a natural bodybuilding title? Would it attract top-tier talent? How do we make natural bodybuilding as entertaining as WWE while keeping it serious as a sport? Would you be interested in being involved in building this event? If so, in what capacity? Training, genetics, and competition. Do you think it's possible for a natural bodybuilder to achieve a physique that competes with enhanced competitors? You've judged bodybuilding before. What's one common misconception competitors have about how to win? What's more important in bodybuilding? Work ethic, genetics, or networking? How would you design the ultimate natural bodybuilding training program? I'm not going to ask all these questions. Business branding and legacy. Greg, you've built a massively successful brand. What's your biggest advice for young entrepreneurs in fitness? How do you balance staying true to your opinions while growing a brand that appeals to the masses? Do you ever worry about backlash from being so outspoken? Who do you think will be the next big name in fitness? Shaun Fury. Shaun fucking Fury. Personal and fun topics. What's the biggest mistake you made in your bodybuilding career? What's the worst fitness myth people still believe? If you had to compare yourself to a superhero, who would it be and why? What's one thing people misunderstand about you the most? Cool, cool, cool. All right. And now we're just going to go into a quick list of clickbait style YouTube segment ideas that we can capture while filming with Greg tomorrow. Training and physique analysis. Here are a couple titles. Greg Doucette destroys our training form, full body workout. Greg Doucette judges our physique. Are we natty elite? I like that one. Greg Doucette exposes our body fat percentage. Are we lean enough? I'm just imagining the thumbnails. Brutal strength test with Greg Doucette. Who's stronger? Cool, cool, cool. Greg Doucette pushes us to failure. Can we keep up? Simple. Next segment is Natty versus Enhanced and Industry Talk. Greg Doucette reacts to the Natty King tournament. Can it change bodybuilding? That's a good one. That's a good one. Can natural bodybuilding surpass enhanced? Greg Doucette weighs in. Another good one. Greg Doucette calls out fake natty. Who's lying? That's kind of overdone. How to make $1 million in fitness. Greg Doucette's blueprint. That one's cool. Greg Doucette on the future of bodybuilding. It's worse than you think. That's clickbaity for sure. Now we have lifestyle and fun content. Day in the life of Greg Doucette, what he really eats and trains. Probably not going to do that one. Maybe if it's in the form of a conversation. Greg Doucette's most controversial takes on fitness. Overdone. Would Greg Doucette ever take PEDs again? I believe he's already on PEDs, but would he take more PEDs than he's currently taking? That would be a fun answer. Greg Doucette roasts our diet and macros. Fine. Greg Doucette's hardest workout. Can we survive? Cool. I think that's all pretty good. Okay. Let's make some UGC real quick. Fucking UGC. Gonna call you in 10, brother. Alrighty. All right. Are you going all in on food today or keeping it balanced? Okay. Monday, February 10th. Reset and recovery after Super Bowl Sunday. Who went off the rails last night? Be honest. Options. Stayed on track. Ate everything. Balanced it out. Show your breakfast recovery meal and why it helps reset your body. Midday check-in. Ask how people are feeling. Ask how people are feeling after the game. Post-gym sweat check to show that you're back in action. I love that. I really love that. Dope. Talk to you shortly. Talk to you shortly. No worries. All good. Okay. Let's take a quick look at this. Alrighty, so today's Monday. How to get back on track after a cheat day. Alright. 3 quick ways to reduce bloating after eating too much. Tips on hydration. Alright, okay. Content. Content. All right. Who went off the rails last night? Be honest. Options. Stayed on track. Ate everything. Balance it out. All right. Let's try that. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. La da 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 da. It's the motherfucking to your bubble G. Boot dog. I can't even remember what I'm looking for anymore. Poll. Who went off the rails last night? Okay. I stayed on track. Ate everything. Balance it out. Next episode. Oh man. And then, let's see, we already did 2 posts today. All right. Okay. About to start this call. Gotta lean into the quietness. Gotta lean into the quietness. Relax with the quietness. This is good content, though. I'm hungry.
Hello.
Hey, man, how's it going?
How's it going, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Good, good. Not bad. I missed your call. I was on the road. I just got back.
It's all good. Real quick, 2 questions for you. First one is I never got your name from Frankie.
My name's Chris.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, Chris. The second question is I'm actually making a documentary on how I'm actually starting a business and building a brand from the ground up. Do you mind if I record this conversation?
No, no, you're good.
Awesome. Thank you.
This call will be recorded.
Cool. So yeah, Frankie put me in touch with you. He said that you're pretty much the best graphic designer in the game. I'm looking to trademark a specific logo this year, and then there's a different brand, different logo, or different graphic design that I have in mind for myself, like later on in the year. But I wanted to talk to you about this one first, which is pretty simple, and then once that's taken care of, we can get into like the more complex designs later on.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So I just registered my LLC. It's called Exceed Fitness. The slogan is Exceed Your Limits. And the logo idea that I have for the brand is basically the word exceed with the X representing 2 mountain peaks. I can actually send over a photo of what it looks like. But basically, the X is supposed to represent 2 mountain peaks with the mountains touching. So one's upside down and the other's upright up. And then in the background of those 2 mountains, there's like a very small sun kind of in the background representing enlightenment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a photo of what that looks like just for a reference. But I'm really just looking for a simple design that we can kind of put on T-shirts, gym bags, things of that nature. That the idea is for it to be two things. One is the name entirely
Hello?
Exceed with the mountain peak and everything, and then the other is I
Oh,
just want the X.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you got cut out there.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, the last I heard was the gym bags.
Oh yeah, so gym bags, t-shirts, things of that nature. So like basically apparel, and
Okay.
the idea is to have two separate trademarks. One for the name entirely, Exceed, with the two mountaintops touching each other as the X, and then the other one would be specifically just the X, and that would be like kind of like the Nike swoosh, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, got you.
All right, I'm gonna
So
send
the
you.
the one with the two mountain peaks, is that with the sun? Is that gonna be just a one color thing, like a one color logo?
Yeah, and I just
Okay.
sent you a very very rough draft of what it looks like.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. Got you.
So I'm not married to any kind of font or anything like that, but essentially that's the general mock-up. I want it to say Exceed with the two mountain peaks and the sun in the background, and then I want the X to be by itself as a separate logo.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that would be dope.
Cool.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, that's easy. I got you. I can do that. And
Cool.
then yeah, like you said, because the X is already in there, that can already substitute for that second logo.
Exactly. Exactly.
Got you.
Yeah. So it should be pretty simple. I'm just looking for like something that looks clean and polished. We want it to be like it's supposed to representing like striving for your peak internally and externally simultaneously. So we want that logo to represent exceeding your limits, going for the best version of yourself. That whole very that desire to become as great as you can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very dope. I like that.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely do that. I could pick that up, and then I can even mock it up for you on like little gym bags and all that, so you can take a look at them
Fuck yeah.
for samples and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. What about apparel? Like, How much are you in that world?
That's my main. That's like my main workload. Like it's all apparel. That's like my main. What would you say? Like that's what I'm best at. So
Okay,
all the companies I work for right now are all apparel. A lot of my graphics are in Zoomies, like skate shops and stuff like that.
dope.
So yeah, that's definitely something I'm familiar with.
Do you have any experience with compression shirts?
I have done a couple for some other brands, but nothing like big, of course. But yeah, I have a couple of samples and stuff like that.
Okay, because I know that once we actually submit the trademark, which I'm hoping to have done within like the next couple of weeks, depending on how quickly you and I can work together. But once we actually submit for the trademark, I do want to proceed with customizing apparel, just for the if for no other reason than for me to actually just wear that and represent my brand when I go to the gym. That way, instead of like me wearing Nike or Raw Gear or Young LA, I'm actually able to represent my brand.
Yeah.
So I want to do that within like the next month or two,
Okay.
ideally.
Perfect.
Yeah,
We can do that.
cool.
Yeah, and like I said, yeah, once we finalize these two logos, I can just sample it out for you and put, send you over mock-ups of what it would look like
Cool.
on different garments, different, sweaters, shorts, stuff like that.
Love
So
it.
you can get a better look at it.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Perfect. So let me, give me about 3 to 5 days,
Okay.
I would say tops, just so I can kind of mess with some things. I'll be sending you over stuff within those days, just so you can take a look and tell me, if you like it or, if you don't. But yeah, I think I should be done with it by the end of the week, the latest.
Beautiful. I can definitely follow up with you in about 5 days.
Perfect.
Cool, man.
Perfect.
Um,
Sounds good. Yeah, let me for let me see for payment. I'll send you a text regarding the payment.
Awesome.
And we could just take care of it like that.
I love it.
Perfect. Sounds good, Shaun. I'll talk to you soon. You'll be receiving some pictures and stuff within these next couple of days of little samples and stuff.
Sounds good, Chris. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect, bro. Thank you.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you soon then.
All right.
Yep,
All
sounds
right.
good.
Peace. All right. I think that's it for today. Yeah, it's time to get ready for my flight.